my experience with Plants vs. Zombies. I better turn this shit off, my tablet off anyway, because I could get in trouble for, or not in trouble, but more like tripling up is a no-no in comparison to doubling up. Doubling up is fine, but tripling up is awful. The fact that I have to do it pretty much almost every other day if I'm going to be doing PlayStation 5 to whatever, because, no one else is going to share my stream. So let's get down to business. So this is my experience with Plants vs. Zombies, and I kind of want to talk about Plants vs. Zombies throughout my life before we get into like the playthrough, all its levels, and what the game has to offer in terms of brilliant level design or levels that get more and more progressively more and more difficult. Anyways, so I played Plants vs. Zombies so much back in the day. I used to be a big fan of Plants vs. Zombies because I think the first time I ever played it was when I was at school. And I remember, I think it was around 5th, maybe 6th grade, or around 5th, 4th grade, that I decided to play the game because Mr. Rubikov, my old teacher, had large-ass computer screens. Yes, the same teacher that introduced me to Bookworm. If you remember the Bookworm I experienced, then I kind of hyped it up saying I might talk about the other game PopCap Games made, but he also introduced me to Plants vs. Zombies, essentially, but he had these big-ass computer screen-like things in his classroom. And if we did good on our multiplication, if we did good on our studies and all that stuff, we would be able to go play on those computers. And for years in Mr. Rubikov's class, because it was like a 4th, 5th grade transition, I remember all the special ed kids swapped classes. You know what I mean? Because since there was only those two special ed classrooms in the whole school, I was in the one where we didn't get to play on the PCs all the time in the first year, but on the second year, I actually got to be in Mr. Rubikov's classroom and actually be with the teacher and so on with the cool school computers. And I would play Plants vs. Zombies, and I don't know if I was the best at it, but I do remember, like, playing the game and also seeing my friends in the classroom play the game, because my friends in that classroom, when they were playing Plants vs. Zombies, they were fucking good, and I mean good at the game. Like, they were near the ending. They were on the rooftop. I can't remember if they necessarily beat Plants vs. Zombies on the school computer, because you guys got to remember, since we're in school, we only get, like, 30 minutes, maybe 30 minutes a pop on those computers to have fun or something like that or whatever. So we didn't get to have like the entire like 4, 5, 6 hours of gameplay of Plants vs. Zombies, but I'm telling you guys, that is easily one of the best fucking experiences I had on that computer specifically. Why? Because not only seeing my friends play, but me learning how to play, like actually tap, because they were touchscreen computers too. So it wasn't just like computers where you're on the keyboard, you're clicking and dragging the shit with your mouse. No, I could literally take the screen, and tap the plants and place the plants and all that other sort of stuff. I was able to do that because those school computers had touchscreens. And I don't know if anyone went to Symington Elementary School, but if you ever saw my fucking class, you would see that all the ADHD kids and all the autism kids and all the kids that had special need problems were all like grouped up in a class, and we would all be playing on those computers sometimes. We'd spend half the day playing on them bitches. We had some of the best days in those years. Funny enough how much I didn't realize that, but... Well, I did realize that. I did know that, but it's the whole thing. Anyways, the game and its strategy is so good. It's so basic and simple, too. Like, for example, the first level here is all about just the game teaching you how to grab sun and tell you how to defend your house and all that stuff, giving you only one lane, which obviously this tutorial level wasn't even that bad. It was actually still fun. It was amazing to get back into this game like all these years later, because keep this in mind, guys. 5th, 6th grade for me was forever ago. This wasn't like last year or the year before that. I haven't touched Plants vs. Zombies probably since those school years, and maybe a little bit after that, right? Because I remember I was so into Plants vs. Zombies, I was so hooked. But I never beat like the first game until today, until like a week or so back when I did the new Super Mario Brothers challenge stream. That was the day I beat Plants vs Zombies for the very first time in my life. But keep this in mind, like Plants vs Zombies 2 was coming out, and I was like, oh fuck, let me play that shit. And then after Plants vs Zombies 2, I think I just fell off from Plants vs Zombies in general. Like I didn't want to play like the ones that were coming to console or anything. I just kind of fucked off, right? And kind of did my own thing. That's why I didn't bother playing Plants vs Zombies for many years, because I kind of just left it because, you know, there was other games coming out. There was new Marios, there was new Zeldas, there was Minecraft, there was all this other sort of stuff coming out back in the 2000s, or like early 2000s, like 2010s, 2011s, 2012s, you know, like there was stuff coming out. There was stuff, you know, coming out that was always more interesting to me than Plants vs Zombies for some reason. But getting back into this game as a 23-year-old man, or a 22-year-old man, right? Wow. Like, I just want to say wow, because the amount of strategy you can put in this game. I'm an OG type of Plants vs Zombies player, so you're gonna see me have the flowers all in the back row, pea shooters all in the second, the third, the fourth rows. You know what I mean? The one pea shooters, not the double pea shooters and stuff like that. And obviously my strategy's gotten better since then. But I'm one of those OG Plants vs Zombies players that wanted the OG experience. And let me tell you guys, for anyone that wants to get into Plants vs Zombies right now, that wants to play like where it all started, play it. This game is still just as good as I remember. It is literally, actually, I'd argue even better than when I was as a kid, because at least now as a grown-ass man, I'm actually able to take this game, right, and fucking cherish it now. Because back then I wasn't able to cherish it too much, because I'd only get like 30 minutes, 30, 40 minutes of playtime, because you guys got to remember I was in school. So now that I'm out of school and I have like unlimited amount of time, I can like distract myself with millions of video games if I wanted to. Getting the chance to come back to this game all these years later was amazing, because I got to see Plants vs Zombies and everything that it was worth, you know, like being able to unlock, you know, the sunflower for the first time in ages. You see this wave of zombies, and you get 2 new rows, but being able to plant the sunflower and being able to place it in the back or something and learn how to play the game again, and then using the cherry bomb and going through all of it, man. And then the first level where you unlock your rows and shit. So fucking good, man. Like, and I play completely different. I always only have like 1 row of fucking shit, and then I always just kind of wait around. But because this isn't my gameplay, this is like Nate's gameplay, or whose gameplay? Oh, Ty's Flosion for President, right? Oh, I used to watch him all the time, funny enough. But yeah, like unlocking the sunflower, unlocking the cherry bomb, unlocking the walnut, unlocking the big walnut, unlocking the shrooms, the little things. All of it was so fun for me just to revisit, because the furthest I think as a little kid that I got was like around the nighttime area, because again, remember, this is when I was playing when I was a little kid, so it wasn't like a guarantee that I was going to be walking in these streets, you know, like playing 24/7. So like the fact that I made it back there again, and by the way, most of the levels in the backyard area of Plants vs Zombies are fantastic. They're not too hard, they're not too easy, they're just right. I mean, well, of course, the backyard area of Plants vs Zombies, the first 10 levels of the game is gonna be pretty easy, because it's like most of the levels are like getting you the basic plants that you might need, and like the sunflower, the pea shooter, the cherry bomb, the walnut, like the basics of, okay, this has explosive power, but its charge is bad. The pea shooter is a fantastic shooter, but only shoots 1 pea. The sunflower grants you extra sun, but it's only 1 sun at a time every 5-10 seconds. The walnut's a great little walnut that defends your plants, you know, from attack, and just lets itself get eaten. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of funny that, like, now, oh man, I wonder if any of my, if imagine if every single one of my OG friends just found my channel and they're like, "You're still going with this." It'd be crazy. But yeah, that's what I love about this. Oh, and then also the levels that are also phenomenal are these stages. Now let me explain what these stages are. So these stages are levels in Plants vs Zombies, like every, I think, 5-6 levels in. Zero, what's going on? How you doing? Basically, you take your walnut or your plants and you have like a small little red line. Instead of like waiting for sun to come down doing the normal strategy, they mix it up sometimes by having you be like, okay, use the explosive walnut to destroy all the enemies and make sure they don't hit your lawn over here. And I love these levels because it allows me to be like, okay, let me just plant, but let me be strategic of where I plant my shit instead of just take the sun, put it in this row back here, wait it out, then put pea shooters here, like any of these rows right here, so on and so forth, right? It's just better than that. I love these levels so much because they allow you to do that, but this walnut level wasn't that bad. But it's so, and I'm just saying it's so fucking fun just learning this game, and oh my god, and getting the goddamn ice pea shooter, man, was fucking legendary. I fucking love it. I'm sorry, I'm geeking the fuck out over here. There's a Plants vs Zombies fan-made flash game called Mario Bros vs Monsters. Are you serious? I never got to play that one when I was a kid. Matter of fact, I might make my experience on Dragon Ball Flash games and Mario Flash games because they maybe deserve a video. And same with Sonic Flash games and stuff like that. Or just my experience with Flash games in general, where we just talk about multiple smaller Flash games in one thing. And I'll have chapters for it. That sounds interesting, actually. I should probably make something like that because I played a lot of Flash games in school. It wasn't just Plants vs Zombies, Bookworm Deluxe, a random FPS shooter that I can't remember the title of, but I remember we played. And I think there was like 2 other games I just can't even fucking remember because Plants vs Zombies was just that addicting. And then seeing like the zombies that get stronger with adding headgear like cones or metal buckets or so on and so forth, like all that's good. And then getting the chompers and stuff like that, the chomper fucking plants or what, it's all such good stuff. My fucking god. I wish someone would have told me that, Alex, this was going to be your game. But you know what? I'm glad I experienced the way I did. Because I felt like if I beat it back then, I probably would have forgotten about it. And I probably would have had like a different mindset on Plants vs Zombies or something if I didn't beat it the way I did. But, oh my god. Like, I'm sorry, y'all, but these levels are peak. Because I've been waiting for about a week to make this video. By the way, like the video. I don't see anyone liking the video. Like my video, please, and thank you. But seriously, go play this game. God damn it. I don't care. Mobile. Go play it mobilely. Go play it on your PC. Just go. Just go play it. Because I'm telling you, once you fucking play this game, yep. You're gonna be like, I'm in it. And it's gonna be true because you're gonna be in it. And this isn't just me sprouting nonsense. This is facts. You're gonna be into Plants vs Zombies. I'm telling you now. But anyways, so yeah, all the backyard levels, they're not that bad. They're not that hard at all. So like for anyone that's worried, like, oh fuck, I'm gonna get fucked. Nah, not really. Oh my god, the pure shroom. The pure shroom was actually one of my personal favorite plants because, you know, it's a short ranged, but I used to spam lanes with this motherfucker if it was a nighttime level. So the nighttime levels, in my opinion, in Plants vs Zombies, 1 to 10 on the nighttime levels, these ones were like a little bit more difficult than the daytime stages, simply due to multiple factors. Like, was a little bit more difficult because, you know, zombies would be at least a little bit more aggressive, and they would be a little bit quicker to come out in comparison to the daytime, or maybe just as crazy as the daytime levels. But The nighttime ones were fun because sometimes you get to whack niggas with hammers, and other times you just get to murk them with pea shrooms. And God, why is this game so fun, man? Oh God. And another really good thing about this game was the variety of zombies that you would have. You would have zombies with screen doors, zombies that can like pogo jump over one of your plants. Again, you would have big zombies, small zombies, zombies with like different attributes to them. And then so like not only like the plants would have different attributes, like give sunflowers or whatever the fuck, or so on and so forth, right? You would literally have whole zombies with whole gimmicks too that made the zombies either more or less intimidating. Like for example, like in the way later stages, like there's this big old hulking zombie that can just smash through everything unless you have like squash, or you have like, I don't know, something to help get rid of the big zombie that once he dies or something or takes so much damage he can chuck his little buddy at your bitch ass. And my God, that zombie stressed me out. But like other than that, like all these other zombies have such cool little gimmicks to them, and it makes the game and strategizing around them and picking your plants very carefully one of the coolest things about this game. And I know this strategy game compared to like other strategy games like is easier, okay, than a lot of these other strategy games, because this is like one of the OG strategy games. Not in like the whole world, but one of like the OG strategy games that like I got into. You know what I mean? This is like, I think either the first or maybe like second or third strategy game like I ever played in my life when up to this point, right? So keep that in mind when I'm talking about Plants vs. Zombies, and when I say, yo, this is still one of the best strategy games, because in my opinion, I think it is. You know what I mean? It does so much right. The zombies are done right. The fucking pea shooters, the multiple different varieties of plants you get throughout the game is perfect. Being able to make a little garden, have Adventure 1 and Adventure 2. Adventure 1 is like the base game, but then Adventure 2, by the way, fun fact, Adventure 2 in this game is like a rehash of the original game, but I think it's harder and the zombies are faster and they come out quicker. I think that's what Adventure Mode 2 is. So for anyone that's going to ask me, hey, Alan, I got into Plants vs. Zombies, what is Adventure 2? And it's like, I think that's what Adventure 2 is. I think it's like this, it is the same adventure because I saw the same exact pictures and the same exact levels when I looked through Adventure 2. So when I was looking through that, you know, again, I was seeing like the same levels and I was like, I don't think I want to play Adventure 2 just because like I just wanted to beat like the original game, because that was like my mission with Plants vs. Zombies, was to beat the original game, call it a day, leave. You know what I mean? Just leave. Just love the game, love your experience, so on and so forth, right? But anyways, so let's start talking about, after the nighttime levels being crazy, let's talk about the pool levels. So the pool levels, this one's a little interesting to me. So the pool levels in Plants vs. Zombies, you have, it is kind of like your backyard, but I think it's like it is like your backyard again, but like you have these two rows that is a pool-like area, so zombies and other stuff can go underwater and kind of F your plants. So you have plants that are based around getting rid of them in the water and stuff. So, which I thought these levels, the pool levels, they felt as difficult, or maybe slightly a bit more difficult than the nighttime levels, because I noticed when playing this game, Plants vs. Zombies, level 3-1, since there's like 5 levels and there's multiple dashes, kind of like a Mario game. This is just like slightly a bit harder than the nighttime stages. For anyone that wants to like get into this is like a little bit harder. If you know what you're doing in terms of strategy, I think you're gonna be a-okay. Like in terms of like, okay, where do I plant this? Where do I plant that? My strategy works like this, right? Like I just mentioned, sunflowers all in the back row, right? Also use this lily pad right here to like place in the water too. So sunflower this whole row right here, and then pea shooter, pea shooter, pea shooter, pea shooter, or it would be like 2, 3, 4 rows of pea shooters, like like these 3 rows right here, pea shooters. And then I would have at least 1 big row or 2 rows full of walnuts right here. And so they can defend and stuff. So like a lot of it's gonna be like entourage of attacking from the zombies and stuff. So like that way they can just mark my pea shooters or my small, big, medium-sized mushrooms and shrooms and all that other sort of stuff. All that. Man, God, that was a lot of talking. But yeah, that's what I think about the pool levels. And they do get harder again and again, like progressively harder and harder. But other than that, I think it's kind of straight actually in terms of like, oh no, what are we gonna do? Type beat. So that's interesting there. And just oh man. Though one of my favorite plants, I think, in the entire Plants vs. Zombies franchise, obviously other than the pea shooter, is my nigga Squash. You wanna know why? Because he helped me so many times against way bigger zombies, and he can actually take them down, so size doesn't matter. Squash will fuck you up, bro. He's really strong for some reason, even though the size of him is, like, not as big. Also, another plant that helped me out a lot, too, was the giant walnut, was this fucking thing, this swamp thing that allows you to take one zombie in under the floor. Fantastic zombie, by the way. Fantastic. Helps me out a fuck ton. And I know my strategy in comparison to a lot of people is probably basic, but in my opinion, I think it's great. You know, like, in terms of my strategy, like plants in the back, pea shooters, or whatever, shoot something in the front before them and all that. Such a great goddamn time. And I remember, I think my buddy Kevin back then was afraid of this motherfucker and the football zombie because those 2 zombies are no joke. They're pretty fucking tough and fast and shit. Same with like other zombies, right? In Plants vs. Zombies. But anyways, hold on a second. Let me talk about this fog. So the next I play Plants vs. Zombies 2. I'm going to play that too. I'm going to actually get myself into Plants vs. Zombies 2 because I actually remember playing it when it first came out or around first coming out for Android. And I'm going to play it again because the funny part is about Plants vs. Zombies 2, they're still updating that fucking game to this day, adding new plants, adding, I think, new levels. So I think Plants vs. Zombies 2 is going to be like an endless type of game type beat. So I don't know if it's ever going to actually have an ending, but if it does, I'm going to beat it, and I'm going to talk about Plants vs. Zombies 2. And probably, like, continue playing the game afterwards, because, oh my god, the art direction is so different in comparison to Plants vs. Zombies 1. But anyways, so this fog, this is, like, the next, like, real level you'll get into after 3-10, right? It's fog. So basically, it takes half your screen, or a portion of your screen, and you can't see most of your rows. Right? You can only see, because, I think on mobile, the fog is, like, right up to here, so you can't see anything past this line in comparison, like, PC. So PC, I think, got it a little easier. But, all these rows I would fill with these little shrooms and then also in the back, maybe like a small skinny shroom, so one of them could shoot long range, and then later on like cactuses, like cactus plants, because they were able to shoot balloon zombies down. And I remember fog, I was afraid on the fog, because I think the fog was like the furthest I've ever been, because the furthest I got when I was younger was one of the dark levels from like level 2, like 2-something, 2-6, 2-7. So the fact that I made it to level 3, pretty much 3- whatever, 4-1, 4-2 was actually a fucking miracle. I was surprised I even did it. I managed to surprise myself. And I'm not sure if the fog gets worse and worse as levels progress. It probably does. And then buying stuff from like I think it was Crazy Dave. That's the funny part. His name was Dave. Or fuck, what was his name? Yeah, Crazy Dave. Yeah, see? Crazy Dave. Hey, Dave, I found you in a video game. Look at that. I'm sorry, Dave. Okay, but my point, right, is that you can buy from him for crazy prices. I never got, like, everything from in here. I only had, like, the baby shit, but I did buy this. I bought this. I bought the double sunflower, that shit, and that shit. I bought all four of these. I bought those. And then the rake, too, I think I bought. But I never bought the 9 slot because I always had advertisements. Because if you're playing Plants vs. Zombies in 2024 and you know how to make money from Plants vs. Zombies 1, they would have advertisements of, hey, you want a 9th slot? Just watch this ad and you'll get a 9th slot for this level only. And stuff like that. I had that like multiple times, fertilizer and all that stuff to fertilize my plants. So I would get like little advertisements to help out my stuff. So like, and then also I would always have like explosive walnut like type ads where it's like, hey, watch an ad to get an explosive walnut so it can help explode whatever zombie you're struggling with or whatever. I only used that type of ad like in 2 instances, funny enough, but that was like the later stages. Oh, and also, you gotta love Plants vs. Zombies for the mini games. And what I mean by the mini games is like the hammer mini game, man. I love the hammer mini game where you find plants, you place the motherfuckers. You know, instead of using sun, you would But my bad, my voice. Sorry, I gotta cover my voice. But yeah, like this type of mini game was so fun. I loved it. Oh shit. He might have fucked up there, but anyways, like the vase minigame, and there's tons of mini games Plants vs. Zombies added. Like, I don't know if they're the same 5-6 bonus games, but there is tons of bonus games you can play if you have an internet connection with this game. It's crazy. Like Vase Breaker, Zombonnery, where the zombies actually have pea shooter heads on your bitch ass, and they shoot at you. There's you playing the zombies and being able. There's so much in just Plants vs. Zombies 1 alone that I just can't make a whole. Well, I could make a whole video on it, but I don't want to make it longer than like 30 minutes because I already know how some people are. But yeah, the fog level's great, fantastic, and the plants you earn from there are pretty alright. But this is the real shit right here. Hold on a minute. And I want to show you guys this. The roof levels. This is where the game got difficult, in my opinion. Because I remember trying to use regular plants. Yeah, after the roof, don't bother using pea shooters, right? Don't bother using pea shooters. Don't bother using, still use walnuts, like small or big walnuts. You can use those or something like that. Don't use pea shooters. Don't use shrooms or whatever. Just straight up use the cabbage pult and use the corn pult, guys, where they can slow down zombies with butter, or use the cabbage to hit them because they do the same damage. At least the cabbage does the same damage as the pea shooters, but instead of launching it just forward, they launch it overhead, like overhead shot on each zombie. And let me tell you, those plants came in handy on that fucking roof because pea shooters and other little motherfuckers, they don't just shoot straight. They shoot straight, right? But let me show you. So like on this row right here. So you shoot, they would only shoot to this little gap right here, and that's all they're shooting. They're not shooting unless you put them on this row, right? Like you have plants and you use them on this row. Then you can get rid of a lot of zombies. But until then, and I mean this, right? If you get the zombies planted on the last rows up here, until then, nah, that's not gonna fucking work, okay? All right, because if you shoot your normal plants on any of these rows, I've tested it, I've tried it myself very recently. It shoots straight, right? It shoots straight, but it doesn't shoot straight. It shoots into a fucking wall. And it's like, I remember getting screwed over because of that game. Thank you. I would have loved to have known that, which is why you need to use the cabbage pole. Right? The cabbage pole. Fucking use the cabbage pole. That's a savior. That's a lifesaver. Oh, and the big walnut, too. The big walnut. Oh, and squash is phenomenal. right? Hold on, I gotta go feed my fucking cat because he keeps meowing. But I'll be back. I'm about to be benched off my plane. Okay, I'm back. Jesus, took me a minute because I had to find something for Muff to feed his bitch ass. But anyways, these fucking roof levels, like I mentioned previously, are easily the hardest part of the game because you don't have anything, no type of protection. So what I mean by this, right, is like when you're playing Plants vs. Zombies, throughout most of the game, you had little lawnmowers. So if, let's say this, a zombie gets past all your plants, for that row, you always have a lawnmower that can kill the zombie immediately and allow you to beat the game. Or not allow you to beat the game, but it kills every zombie in that row. But once that lawnmower is gone, you know, it won't come back to the next level or unless you restart. And it's like a last minute type thing, and you never want to, like, allow a zombie to get past your lawnmower or defenses. So when you make it to the roof levels, you don't have those lawnmowers. For real, what's 8 times 6? I don't fucking know. Math. I'm bad at math, okay? Look, but anyways, right? So in these roof levels, you have no lawnmowers to, like, save your dick once your plants are out. If your plants are out and they manage to get rid of them, you're done. You lose the level and you have to restart. So I suffered a lot on the roof, or suffered not as much as I thought I would, but, like, I did fear a lot of the roof levels because, one, I was never here. 2, there's no lawnmowers to back me up to at least give me that idea, like, okay, if I fuck up on my plants, at least one of these motherfuckers is going out. Nope. You have to strategically plan around all these pots. Now, in later roof levels, you do earn the pot itself, so you can place more pots on these rows and stuff. But until then, I don't want to, like, spoil you on all the roof levels and all that other sort of shit. I want you guys to figure out most of the roof levels your guys self and figure out your guys' own strategies against this, against, like, the roof levels and stuff. But I'm telling you, it's gonna get hard here. All right, a little bit. Not too hard, but it's going to get hard here. Especially if you don't know what you're fucking doing and which plants you want to use. So make sure you definitely read up on like each of the plants, because once they let you know when you beat a level, or you can go to the animatic, the little book shit, and you can read about your zombies and you can read about your plants. So you can read about either one of the motherfuckers and be like, okay, this plant does this zombie does that. Okay, what is a plant that I could actually go over and counteract their bitch ass? Because it's also all about counteracting the fed plant or the said zombie with said plant. So it's like, okay, let's say, let me think. So these motherfucking guys, okay, hear me out. These dudes, right? So you're probably sitting here wondering, how do I counteract, what zombie do these guys counteract, right? So the bungees actually counteract a lot of zombies. These plants right here, they sit there and they bounce shit off. So like, let's say a zombie has a throwing projectile, which is like a vehicle zombie, and he tries shooting at the plants, like either your cabbage plant or your regular plant or something, right? Funny thing is, he will bounce that projectile off of him. So like, for example, like he will bounce that thing he tried to throw at you off of him and then bounce it back at him. That's what he would do. And then also the bungee zombies, the zombies that come down that go, yahoo, and through your goddamn plant, the bungee's gonna be like, nah, son, oh shit. And that zombie's gonna go fucking flying in the sky, right? But these ladder zombies, oh fuck me, dude. They can climb over your walnut, or they attempt to, which is why you need the big walnuts. Because if you have a small walnut, they're easily climbing over and they're gonna eat right through your plants. Because and also keep this in mind too. Your cabbage plants right here, they are like, they only hit one thing at a time. They don't have like two cabbage poles so you can just pew, pew, pew. So you got to make sure you have a lot of these motherfuckers in a row, and also make sure you have the corn motherfucker. He's very important. I'm telling you that throughout most of this, he's very important. Also, the star is very important too. The star actually can hit through multiple lanes, so that's great. But anyways, my bad. I was giving y'all fucking tutorial 101. And like I said, the roof level is hard, but this dude right here, the final boss, all right? The final boss, the zombie doctor looking motherfucker, bro. When I saw this motherfucker, I was like, how the fuck do you beat him, right? Get your cabbage poles, get your water. Oh, by the way, the watermelon does a lot of damage in a lot of radius of area, so that is about absolute peaking, right? So you want to make sure you save up Jerry's and these guys. Put a freeze down, so like when he's down like that, down like in the position that he's in, you put a fucking, oh, I'm gonna blow you up type energy, and then, you know, you basically spam that until he's dead, right? You freeze him in place so he's frozen, then you shed a Jerry, and then he blows up. That's actually his weakness, right? But also your plants will do damage to the zombie dude, and also this zombie dude will summon ice balls, which you can use the Jerry to destroy, and fireballs too, which you use the ice shroom here to destroy. And also he will crush your pots and also send other zombies down your lane and other sort of stuff. This guy was no joke. I remember it wasn't barely beating him, because I did beat him pretty good. I beat him really well. I had plants, bro. I had plants for days. Okay, shit, my battery's at 20%. But anyways, let's say this. You beat the final dude. You get it done. The final boss is dead. Right? Which will take a while. So then you get the trophy of beating Plants vs. Zombies for the first time. Adventure 1. Congrats. You have most triumphantly fend off zombie attack. Your lawn is safe for now. Okay, you win. No more eating brains for us. We just want to make a music video with you now. Sincerely, the zombies. You get a message like that and you're wondering, what the fuck does that mean? And then you roll the motherfucking credits. You get one of the coolest songs, okay, in a minute. Plants for Zombies. Here we go. Keep in mind, Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I just realized this, but dude, the shoulder pads that the hockey dude is wearing on this zombie, this football zombie, kind of looks like the Saiyan armor, bro. I don't know why I just thought of this, but I literally, this just clicked for me. And I've been playing Plants vs. Zombies for weeks before making this fucking video, but you guys can't tell me those are not Vegeta shoulder pads from Dragon Ball Z. You cannot tell me it ain't. It is not. Those are fucking Vegeta shoulder pads in disguise. Plants vs. Zombies, I figured you out, bro. I'm just kidding. But you would get this beautiful song created by, I can't remember. It kind of does. Yeah, see. But, oh, by the way, hi, Renee. My bad. I was, like, really into what I was fucking talking about earlier, so that's why I didn't say hi to earlier. Because I was like, what's going on? I'm talking about the cabbage plant. But, you get this really dope-ass end credits song about the plants and zombies kind of singing with each other, and it's kind of like a congratulations that you beat the game type of thing. And let me tell you, I was so damn happy I beat this game. I was so damn happy. I was the happiest kid on the block. Nah, I got it. Your phone's low battery. I got it. Yeah. Well, it just hit low battery just earlier, so that's why I was like, okay, I gotta speed this shit up now. Excuse me. But, again, I was so happy I finally took time to actually beat Plants vs. Zombies 1 and play it and love it for what it is and actually get to go around being like, hey, I actually beat Plants vs. Zombies. I know that isn't much of a flex anymore because there's way harder games out there. Like, Plants vs. Zombies 2, I know is going to be way more difficult than Plants vs. Zombies 1. That's for damn sure. But, it's just, I finally beat another game, or I beat a game that I couldn't beat when I was a kid due to it just being a school thing. 1 minus 100. Well, okay, if you're doing math in that regard, you can't really do that. It's like negative something. But if you're doing 100 minus 1, then that's just 99 right there. But if you're doing 1 minus 100, that's just like negative... Fuck, something in the negatives. Roomba, what's up, Roomba? How you doing? But, yeah, this game is fantastic. The ending credits theme is great. Adventure 2 is just like a rehash, but I guess it's an even harder version of Adventure 1. So that's cool. You get like a whole fucking plant thing. I don't fucking know, right? This game is fantastic. It's absolute peak. Go play it. I still recommend it to this day. To this day in 2024, I still recommend you give Plants vs. Zombies 1 a try. It's peak. It was peak when I was a kid, and it's peak when I'm a grown-ass fucking man. Well, grown-ass young man, because I'm in my 20s, so a grown-ass man would be like 30s, some shit, you know what I mean? 30s, something. S-tier game. B Sanga, you're not lying. Plants vs. Zombies is an S-tier game, bro. It is fucking peaking. If I did a gaming tier list right now about like any video game, Plants vs. Zombies is going straight there, because it's just a peak-ass game. But anyways, until then next time, Alan, bro, I'm about to give you these rated E hands, just like Chris said. These hands are rated E for everyone. Shalakata needs help with his math homework. Farak, what's... Jesus Christ, I can't answer that shit. I'm not... God, do a flip. I'm not Speed. I can't just do backflips and flips for fun, okay? I'm not that agile. But, anyways, if you guys did enjoy my mini-ass review / my experience with Plants vs. Zombies, because you should, it's fucking peaking, leave a like, also comment and subscribe, and maybe tell me what your favorite Plants vs. Zombies Plants vs. Zombies level in the game. Like, what's your favorite level? What's your favorite zombie? What's your favorite plant to use? Let me know all that stuff down below in the comments when this video is actually uploaded, or in live chat before I have to dip. Because like I gotta dip quick. Cause my phone's at 20% and it's dropping fast. So I gotta dip. I gotta go. What's the next game review? That's a good question. I actually have no idea. Maybe like Kirby's Adventure, or I do need to still make a thumbnail for Wii Sports, so I need to get that one going. I still haven't done that one yet. Yeah, I think Kirby's Adventure, or my experience just talking about the Wii U and how good and bad it was, or just something on my mind. You'll see it. Oh, Renee, before I end the stream really quickly, can you get the Discord link if you're still in here, buddy? Thank you. Because I can't triple up right now. So, hey, you'll know what when my next upload is if you got the Discord, my Discord server. I think Chris will link it down below, but I'll also go grab it if Chris is still not in here. And I'm also going to stream again. Watch, Chris is going to come back saying, got you, bro. He's about to be like, what's good, my nigga? I'm sorry. I shouldn't be doing that. But yeah, here I am. That's how... but anyways, let me get my Discord server, and then I'm going to end the stream so you guys can get in. So you guys can be notified what my next thing actually is going to be. Only disc you snapped a few weeks ago. Oh, I got it. Was Wii Sports, and I know why. Oh, you got my Discord link, Chris? Hold on, bro. What's good, my nigga? You gotta dab them up real quick, bro. You know what I mean? Thank you. That's my Discord server. See? Renee's quick as fuck. What'd I tell y'all? He's peaking. Go subscribe to him, too. He's actually peak. I'm also gonna go stream, like, a video game on the PlayStation 5 just to kind of give my phone a rest. And, yeah, I'm a gaming. I do game review type beats. I do gaming. I do vlogs. I'm a variety channel, basically. Small-ass variety channel. You won't see my content anywhere else. I'm just kidding. There's probably some other dude that's probably done whatever the same shit I do, but, they're not me, so that's what makes it unique. I better get the fuck out. Good night, bro. Good streaming. Hey, thanks, roommate. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate everybody here. But anyways, I gotta get out of here. The phone's gonna die. And I feel like I need to lower my voice because I feel like I'm pretty damn loud. It just feels like that. But I'll be back with the next stream here in a bit. Don't know what it is, but join my Discord server to find out. I don't know. Help.